I am here at the Excalibur in Las Vegas. Some people refer to it as the Dirty Castle, and it has been here for a number of decades now. And yes, I am aware it probably is in need of renovation, but is the property as bad as people make out? There's only one way to find out. Let's go check into the room and let's have a look around. So we are in room 22134 in the Royal Tower, which is this way. I believe these are the ones with the nicer rooms than the Resort Tower. So let's head to the elevator. 1 to 28. Yeah, so this way. There's a very strange smell here. Okay, so 22134 is this way. The hallways smell very strange. They're very dark and very dingy. I believe here we are, 22134. Oh, there is a very old, musty smell in this room. I mean, looking around, it looks okay, but it smells musty. Let's have a look in the bathroom. Well, it seems clean on first inspection. Oh, what is that? It looks like some kind of leak under here. The floor is quite frankly disgusting. Yeah, this bathroom is not clean. The sink, it's a bit dirty. It's also very basic for what you get. Hairdryer. It works. Let's have a look at the shower. Let's open this side. Well, that looks shiny enough. Let's have a look at the shower head. It looks okay, actually. I've seen worse. Yeah, it's okay. I haven't really seen worse in better quality hotels, actually. Body wash, shampoo. It actually looks fairly clean in here. It doesn't look too bad. This is probably the cleanest area of the bathroom, now I think about it. The carpet really looks like it could do with renewing. It probably doesn't quite pick it up on the video, but it's really old, you can tell. A big massive mirror. And in here we have the safe, which is a good size safe. Ironing board, iron. Open this side. Yeah, there we are, ironing board, iron. Who actually uses these in hotel rooms? I'm sure some people do. The room in general, again, seems clean on first glance. But then when you look closer, this is dirty and dusty. I mean, look at this. And I don't know whether you can hear that in the background, but the aircon's just kicked in and it's very loud. Up here, again, you can see the damage and look at this. This is peeling off. Like, just get a new one, replace it. Don't just leave it. Does the light work? It does. That's a turn up for the books. Here we have where the mini fridge should have been. There is no mini fridge now. A couple drawers. This bottom one doesn't open. More drawers. I assume they're more drawers. Bed. 2 of them because it is a queen room. And let's see how comfortable they are. Ready? Not too bad, actually. Not too bad. In all fairness to MGM properties, the beds do normally seem comfortable. Even in low-end properties like this one. Standard plastic cups. And ice bucket. Scan that QR code if you want to. The light, how do you turn this light on? Is it up there? Ah, there we go. Artwork on the wall, not sure what that is. But here is the source of the noise. Look how dirty and dusty that is. I mean, honestly, it doesn't take 30 seconds to just clean this. Let me turn this off. It doesn't take a second to clean that dust out. And look at this. This is coming away. Look, you can even do that. You see it's coming apart. This lamp here looks like it shouldn't bend like that. You can see there it is broken. But look, just looking around the room, again, I guess it'll do for a cheap room. More damage here, more staining, and just like, ew, what is wrong with this? The table, not sure whether it picks up because of the reflection, but it doesn't look the cleanest. The view might be the only redeeming feature if we were on just a couple more floors higher. You can see New York there, but our view is mostly just of, well, ceiling. But if you're not paying for this sort of price to get a premium room, then you shouldn't really expect it. But I suppose you have got a slight strip view. And look at this down here. Look at this. What has happened there? That's bent, damaged. And this is just disgusting. Look at this. Ew. Like, massive pieces of dust. I'm not sure I even want to touch the curtains. And also look at the ceiling. The ceiling screams 1980s. Over here, I don't know whether they'll pick it up on the camera, but there is dust hanging from the ceiling. Not sure if it picks it up. Look at that big stain on the carpet there. So far, the room is pretty much what I expect from Excalibur. It's not a high-end resort. It's not a Cosmopolitan. It's not Vidara. It's not Aria. It's not Bellagio. It's grotty. It is dingy, and it is also dated. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it is a bad hotel overall. There's still lots more to check out in this hotel, so we'll make the final verdict tomorrow morning. But for now, let's go check out the rest of the hotel. I don't think we'll ever take away from the darkness of the corridor. And I think that's mainly down to the fact that the windows here are very small. I think it's intentional. Chair. Let's have a look out here. I really can't see a lot out there. Let's head down to the casino to start with. So what occurs to me is that even though the area is 228, there are only one side that you can actually get into, otherwise you end up going to the wrong floor. You come out and there's an essentials there, which is overpriced jerky, candy, drinks, whatever. And this way, coming into the casino, there is a Johnny Rockets hamburgers just to the left, which is weird because obviously the food court is in a different place in this hotel. But if you want Johnny Rockets, I guess there it is. Casino is a casino. I don't know what you really expect, but let's have a look around it. The centre bar just here, and if I turn this way, I can see the big sports book just down there with a bar. There is a Starbucks at this top end as well, and if you go down there, that entrance to the right is where you get to the parking garage. And just for viewpoint, this is where the Starbucks is, and you've got a view of the casino. You can see the centre bar just there. It kind of goes in one big circle, this, so let's carry on to the left. So this way looks like it is the MGM rewards desk and the cashier. And again, here's just on the right, you can see all the slot machines, and there's that centre bar again, just there, behind that roulette wheel. And carrying on further down here, If I'm correct, to the left should be the way you get to the pool area, which we'll check out in a couple of minutes time, see what it's like. But the casino, like I say, is just one big circle. You can't really get lost in it. Resort towers that way and pool as well. Bar here, which currently is closed, but I assume that will be open later on. And here on the left is Dick's Last Resort. Now this is, I believe, quite a well-known place, quite a popular place, where they just insult you for whatever reason. And it's just the theme of what it is. And I think that's very, very clever, if I'm honest. I really, really like that idea. I've noticed as well, there's a lot of these around in MGM hotels. Cleaning robots. Right here. I'm not sure how well it's cleaning, but I feel like it's just going to get in a lot of people's way. Where do these elevators take you? Tournaments of Kings, restaurants and shops, meeting rooms. Okay, so let's have a look around here. So it's just a little shop. And this way, if you head down here, you get to the tram, which takes you to Luxor Mandalay Bay, and you can also get to New York down there. Hotel lobby is here, and in the past couple of months, I believe that they've put in all those self check-in, check-out kiosks, rather than actually have the staff behind the counter, which is just another example of cutbacks by MGM in the lower end properties, but I guess it is what it is. The line isn't too long, and it wasn't too long for me when we checked in, so I guess something must be working. Casino is still here, and we've pretty much gone around in a big circle all the way around the centre bar now, so let's go and find this arcade. I believe it is just behind me. Surprisingly, there are quite a few hotels on the Vegas Strip that do have kids' arcades in them. Excalibur is one. Circus is the most well-known one, I think. But also New York has an arcade in it, as well as Horseshoe. Yep, that's right. Horseshoe has an arcade right at the back of it, opposite the food court. But anyway, this is what it looks like in here. And to be honest, this just looks like a normal arcade to me. What you'd expect to see. There's a smell in here. I can't quite explain what it is, but it's a bit strange. Tournament of Kings. So this is their well-known show here at Excalibur. No flash photography, no outside food and drink, no smoking. Armour is for nights only. Please no backpacks or luggage. Okay. And who said arcades are just for children? Look at them, bless them. They're having the time of their life on Halo. There's a DQ here, Orange Julius. This is one where you can get like ice creams and drinks and stuff like that. Again, perfect for children. Some more arcade games, and there is the prize area. If you ever wanted to see what prizes are on offer at Excalibur. Not a massive selection, not a great selection either, but they've got an Xbox there for 67,500 tickets. Good luck earning that one. So coming back into the casino from there, to the right here is some escalators which should be taking us up to some shops as well as the food court. So let's go have a look and see what food there actually is here. The place here, Italian dining, pasta and pizza. I get the feeling that a lot of the food places here will be catered more towards kids and families rather than high end. A nice shop here, refreshments, snacks, and the roasted bean. So there is a Pizza Hut, Fat Burger, Jimmy John's, which for those in the UK, I believe this is a bit like Subway. I feel like there may have been something here. It's gone. Maybe not. Wonder Dogs. Maybe a hot dog place. Popeyes. It's quite popular, Popeyes. Einstein Brothers Bagels. Pickup Sticks, Cinnabon. Donuts, Krispy Kreme. I like donuts. We've got the buffet just down there. Some more shops here. Some novelty masks and hat things. Big chill that doesn't look open. See, I think if we go further down this way, it takes us to Luxor and Mandalay Bay as well. So I think this is pretty much where Excalibur ends, but we've got a t-shirt store, the Dragon's Lair, and a magnet shop. Oh, and of course an oxygen bar and a massage place. And here's the big dragon. Hello. Let's go find the pool. So the pool, I assume, is this way, through here. And I think... See, that's back outside, so that might be another way to come in. But here we have the Cabana check-in, pool, fitness centre, drenched bar and grill. And there's back outside. So it's got to be down this way. So you do have to scan your card to get through to this area. And I think that's very sensible, if I'm honest. So there's a gift shop here before you enter the pool area. There's the Cabana check-in. And this is the way out to the pool. Looks quite empty, but it does look like a big pool area, which is nice to see. There is a kind of waterfall area over there. That looks really nice. In fact, I would go so far as to say at the moment, the pool area is the absolute highlight of Excalibur. Naturally, it's for families, which is a good thing because I think the hotel is catered towards families in general. There is drenched dine-in and takeaway, and I think that's the bar for it, just over there. And if you look around, that is the parking garage just in the distance. And let's have a nice pan up of the hotel. Another pool area just here, and I think they're the cabanas, aren't they? They don't have too many of them, but I suppose not many people are likely to pay for cabanas at Excalibur. They do seem to be more for high-end resorts. The water looks very nice. It does look clean. Cabana just here. So this looks like the adults only pool, and I'm trying to avoid getting copyright strike because the music is very loud. But there is like 3 people in there. And over here is a blocked off pool. So they obviously do have another pool here that is clearly blocked off. So I think in the height of summer or holiday seasons, or whenever it gets busy in Vegas, they probably have all of these pools open. And to be fair, it does seem like a really, really nice pool area. Let's head back inside then. So coming back in from the pool area, this is where the elevators are for the resort tower. So if you didn't know, there are 2 towers here, Royal and Resort, complete opposite ends of the building. But let's head back through here. So I have just been asked to stop filming in the casino. And for those who know, I've been filming in Vegas for a number of years. I stopped, you know, but what made it worse is he just asked me to delete the footage and I said no. I don't think they have a right to tell me to delete footage. I obliged and I stopped recording because, you know, privacy, I understand, that's fine. If they ask me to stop, I will stop. But anyway, I'm going back to the room now, but what we'll do is I'm going to do Vegas things tonight, and I'll tell you how much I paid for the room, my final thoughts in the morning. See you then. So, how much did I pay for this hotel room at Excalibur? Well, I booked it through Expedia, and I paid the equivalent of $17 for the room. I also then had to pay $51 as resort fee. So in total, it comes to $68. Now, it is very common in Vegas for the resort fee to be more than the room itself. And places like Excalibur, Luxor, Circus, they kind of pioneer the idea of really, really cheap rooms, but yet obviously have to pay a resort fee. Is it worth the $68? No, absolutely not. If you're looking to come to Vegas, don't stay at the Excalibur. There's no reason to. It is a horrible, dated, dingy hotel. Yes, there is fun to be found here. Yes, there are nice things about this hotel. Yes, it's cheap, but for a little bit more, you could quite easily go and stay in New York next door, or Park MGM, or you could go a little further north and stay in somewhere like Flamingo. Yes, these properties are not exactly the best, but they're still probably worth more to you than staying here at Excalibur because it does feel a little bit too far south. The actual hotel and the pool area itself isn't too bad. Genuinely, it's a nice pool area. The hotel, like I say, everything seems to be okay. It's just a bit strange that I got stopped and told to stop recording and then asked to delete the videos. But brush that to one side, that's fine. You know, I understand the privacy involved around Vegas things, and some people don't like being recorded. But whenever I'm asked to stop filming in the years that I've been filming in Vegas, I always do stop because there's no point trying to argue with security. Just let it be. Would I recommend staying here though? It's hard to say. Look, I know it's cheap. If it's your first time in Vegas, you'll probably find this a novelty because it's a novelty building. But one of the issues with the room, you can might be able to hear it now. The aircon's just come on. Is that is loud as heck. It's just so loud during the night that it gets so warm in Vegas. That thing kicks in and it wakes you up. The bed, comfortable enough, but most MGM properties are comfortable enough. Like I say, the room is dated. I can see a stain that I didn't see before on the floor. It's red, gross. So yeah, I would recommend staying here if you want to have the experience. But if you've been to Vegas before, you'll probably know to avoid Excalibur. There'll be some other videos on the screen now if you fancy watching any of those and seeing more hotel rooms in Vegas, and a little subscribe button down below if you fancy subscribing and seeing more videos just like this. Give me a thumbs up if you approve of this video and let me know your thoughts in the comments, and hopefully I will see you in one of my next videos. Thank you very much for watching and take care.